Everyone in the palace believed Lady Elena was cold and heartless. She rarely smiled, she rarely spoke, and no one had ever seen her show affection to anyone, especially not the prince. But the truth was something no one knew. The kingdom was at war, and by morning the prince would be leaving for the battlefield. That night, while the palace slept, Elena quietly walked through the long, candlelit hallway and stopped outside the prince's chamber. She hesitated for a moment, then slowly pushed the door open. The prince looked up in surprise. "Elena," he said, "what are you doing here?" She didn't answer. Instead, she stepped closer until they were standing face to face. For a moment, neither of them spoke. She simply looked into his eyes, as if she was trying to remember every detail of his face. Then suddenly, she leaned forward and kissed him. It wasn't a shy kiss. It wasn't playful. It was deep, desperate, almost like someone who knew it might be their last moment together. When the kiss ended, Elena rested her forehead gently against his. Then she whispered softly, "Come back alive." Before the prince could respond, she turned and walked away. The next morning, the prince left for war, and for months, he never saw Elena again. When the war finally ended and he returned to the palace, he rushed to find her, but she was nowhere in the kingdom. Confused, he searched everywhere until one of the royal servants handed him a sealed letter. It was from Elena. His hands trembled as he opened it. Inside the letter read, "If you are reading this, it means you survived the battle. I made a deal with the enemy kingdom. I offered myself as their prisoner in exchange for your life." The prince froze. The words blurred as tears filled his eyes. While he had been fighting in the war, Elena had surrendered herself to the enemy. Not because she was weak, but because it was the only way to save him. And suddenly the prince understood the truth. The kiss she gave him that night was never meant to be romance. It was her way of saying goodbye.